Lido cuore quanto è bella, ispira tanto sentimento. My name's Andres Garcia Peña, and I am the only gondolier in Central Park for the past 12 years. This is an authentic Venetian gondola. This boat was a gift from Venice to New York City 25 years ago. Now, the reason that Venice gave New York City a gondola was to bring back an old tradition on the lake that started at Bethesda Terrace, Bethesda Fountain. That is where Central Park in the 1860s had its opening party. Now, for the opening party of Central Park, there were gondolas here. There were about half a dozen to a dozen Venetian gondolas giving rides in the Central Park Lake for that opening party in the 1860s, all the way until the 1920s. When the Great Depression hit, that service stopped. Nobody knows what happened to those gondolas, but that is why Venice gave New York this gondola, to bring back that old tradition. The reason I got this job was that my cousin was the gondolier here in Central Park before me. And he offered me this job 12 years ago. I never believed I would be a gondolier for this long, but honestly, I love what I do.
That's Yahoo Current Traveler.
My name's Andres Garcia Peña, and I am the only gondolier in Central Park for the past 12 years. You know, if not every day, every other day, somebody's proposing on this boat. I mean, this is a very special boat, and it's a one-of-a-kind in New York City. You know, when the guys get on their knees and they propose and the girls are like crying, and you know, it's a very romantic thing. How you doing, brother? This guy, for example, right here, I witnessed him meet the love of his life. Here we are, just a random guy. This is my buddy Ryan. I met him at the boathouse. He met his lovely, beautiful girlfriend at the bar when I was there, right? And that night you went on a gondola ride, right? Love that guy. Yeah, that's one of the great things about my job. You know, I call him actually the frequent floating plant. I get people that come on the gondola over and over again. And, you know, I'm blessed to be a part of people's kind of romance. Usually I go down under the Bow Bridge, and I tell people how the Bow Bridge was built in 1872, and how the gondoliers here in the 1870s made up a superstition that's still true today, that says that if you are in an authentic Venetian gondola, like they're in, and if they go underneath the Bow Bridge and they kiss, it means that in the future they'll share the same kiss underneath the Bridge of Sighs in Venice. Needless to say, everybody kisses under the bridge there. Lots of times the guys, when they're paying me at the end of the ride, they tell me that was the first kiss that they ever had with the girl. And then maybe they come back a couple of weeks later, a couple of months later, and tell me that now they're, you know, they're like official boyfriend, girlfriend, and that, you know, that awkward moment on the first date, you don't know when you're gonna kiss the girl, that I was able to facilitate for them that moment, and they had a very nice first kiss underneath the Bow Bridge. So, I mean, you know, it's just one of those jobs where you're able to make people happy and make yourself happy at the same time doing it.